G. We need to have a talk right now about last episode.
What about it, Ben?
What about last episode? I think you'll find we had a bit of an issue with the odd internationals. You know, I was not informed previous to that. That's your only job, really.
Well, we're both doing a good job then.
The way you say it, it doesn't sound loving, G. Can't let that happen again, okay? I don't care if it's Serie A's fault, if it's the Cup's fault. Or
Personally, I think this falls on you. Your incompetence never fails to amaze me.
Look, it's not a matter of whether it would. Let's just. I'll see you another time. G, every time we talk, I feel like we get further apart. Run the intro, everyone. Run the intro. Thanks, G. Folks, welcome back to a big day in the context of our season. We play Porto and we start today looking at how they've done this year and in recent years. This year has gone pretty well for them. Didn't start particularly well, didn't win for 4, but then I did notice they've won the League Cup final in Portugal already. They are without doubt the best side in Portugal. It's going to be a tricky tie for us, but a tie that I'm looking forward to. They've played loads of Champions League games so far as well. They had to qualify through lots of the qualification phases of the competition. And now we face them in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And the best thing for us really is we play back to back. They have a league game in between where they'll probably rest players. They don't have like a really tough game, but they've got a game in there. Of course, these 2 games fall before we play Milan in the league, so we've got a big game to come after both of these. Quarterfinal time. They're in the Champions League. We could win a treble, viewers. Maybe a double, potentially a treble. The Italian Cup will be in a few episodes' time. That's the final against Napoli, of course. Hopefully you've seen last episode. You know how that all went. It was fantastic. It was sensational, wasn't it, viewers? Right then, without any further ado, let's run through the team for this one. I noticed they've got quite a few players out injured. Lovely. Now then. The good news is there's not an international game, everyone. So everyone is back, fully fit, ready and raring to go. I've just noticed I've not put Danny Graham on the bench because, oh, dearie me, Sanchez, we don't need you, mate. We don't play you. So the team for this one, Handanovic will be in goal. Skriniar, the fridge, Godin, Asamoah one side, Lazaro the other, Barella, Milinkovic-Savic, Foden behind Martinez and Lukaku. I've talked about them before. I want to focus again on the fullbacks. They're very, very good. I just want to focus on how good they've been based on what their return is in terms of goals and assists. So if you look at the goals scored in the league so far this season, you can see that Asamoah, 5 goals to his name. Baragi, when he's played, a couple of goals for him. On the other side, Lazaro's got a couple. What was he called? He's gone now. Ambrosio? Yeah, D'Ambrosio? Yeah, that was right. He's been a massive part of this as well. And on the assists front too, you look at it, Asamoah again up there, 6 assists for him, 4 for Lazaro, and DeMarco, when he's played, he's got a couple as well. The fullbacks are playing a massive part so far this season, and I'm enjoying their contribution massively. To give D'Ambrosio the credit, before he left, 2 goals, 7 assists, so he was flying for us. I know some people are critical of the system. You've got to know that fullback-wise, it's working pretty bloody well. We just need a few more goals from the midfield. That's been a little bit of an issue for us. But let's submit the team, let's get involved, and let's play the first leg against Porto. Both legs in the same episode. I love this. There's so much drama for me as they're playing a 4-4-2. Morega and Abubakar up front. Very dangerous. I've played against them on Football Manager, it feels like, for years now. 2 players that are tricky to stop. I feel like in Football Manager, for whatever reason, they are just really good. They've not lost in like 15 games either, so we have to try and put a stop to that. With a home side, if we can prevent them from scoring, that's huge, viewers. It's massive. It's Sporting Lisbon big. I'm trying to rile them up. Viewers. I'm making no bones about it. I'm trying to rile them up. I just think with the way some of the game... Romelu Lukaku makes some bizarre decisions. He really does. We win the ball back, though. SMS forward to Foden, who scored. We played Genoa in between our last game and this, and Foden had a man-of-the-match performance, got a goal as well. It was a 2-0 victory in the league, so we're still in and around 4th, which is fantastic, isn't it? Lukaku won it now, though. Back to Asamoah, and we've got to say, in terms of the draw, we talked about it before, this is by far the easiest draw we could have got, as the ball played in by Foden, Martinez was under it, I think he was offside, but so far, we're looking alright. I just want to have I know I say this all the time, but the things I do for just a comfortable 3-0 win, there's a lot I would do. I say there's a lot I would do. There's certain things I wouldn't do. Like, I'm not sure I would play at centre-back for us to make it happen. I just think I'd get run ragged. Godin struggles. Barella, oh, goodness me, shot from distance. And it remains at 0-0. But what we've got to try and do, first of all, is make Porto realise they're in a game. They go into most games thinking, we'll just bash through them. Like, you know when, remember Gladiators, when they'd all have the pads and you'd have to try and run through the pads? You don't remember Gladiators because you're too, okay, most of you are too young. For those that do remember Gladiators, you know when they had to like run through, burrow their way through, with all the Gladiators bashing them all over the place. That's what it's like for Porto in the league, right? We have to make sure that we're really good at the bashing bit. right? You see what I'm saying here, viewers? You see what I'm saying? I'm pushing a trolley. I don't know what's happening. Porto can't just turn up and think it's another day at the Portuguese office, you know? They've come to Italy. They need to feel what Italy's like. So far, the only thing that worries me is that we've not scored, and I think we have to try and take a goal, or a lead at least, to Porto. The clean sheet's more important to me, don't get me wrong, but I know playing them at their gaff is going to be a challenge, and I want to make sure that we're up for that challenge. Half an hour to go, and it's been a pretty mundane game so far. Baraki's going to come on for Asma at left wing back. I'm a little bit savage. He started the game, he was struggling a little bit. Sensi's going to come on. No, Brozovic or Sensi. Oh, it's tough. I'm going to bring Brozovic on in the middle, and we'll save that final substitution, either Barbosa or Danny Graham to come on. Whoever's got the lowest average rating out of our two strikers, that will sort of decide it with about 15 minutes to go. So, I mean, 15 minutes to go, boys. If you want to, score a goal, 70 minutes on the clock. They're not trying at all. No chances, really. No highlights, but... Hello, corner. I'll take it all back, viewers. Brozovic plays the ball in. He's just come on, remember. The fridge is going to hoover that up. Can he play it back outside? He can. Brozovic, the ball in has got to be good. It's a decent ball. Baragi's there. The fullback and the keeper. That's a calamity. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hope his family aren't here because they'd have travelled a very long way. Oh, goodness. You never want to see that happen to someone, to be honest. But at the same time, absolutely fantastic news. Ball played in, whipped in. Baragi with the volley. Oh, no, the keeper. It was a great stop in a way, but he has stopped it into his own goal as we take a 1-0 lead. Massive. And also, there's going to be another highlight. We'll let this play out before we make any more changes, perhaps, as it goes forward. Alex Telles plays it forward. Brozovic back on it. Some decent players in this Porto side. I mentioned the two boys up front, but there's quality everywhere. As Phil Foden finds Brozovic, he's just come on. And dear me, nearly found the finish. We'll make that change now. I'm thinking Martinez off, Barbosa on. We'll save Danny Graham, okay? You don't want to use his magic up all at once. You want to save it. You've got like a little pot of magic, viewers, all right? And you open it up, and a little bit comes out. You close it up again. There's not that much left, I fear. So we're rationing it at this point. We don't want to use all of Danny Graham's magic up for no reason at all. As the time, though, with 4 minutes to go, is ticking away. We're going to go defensive for the final few minutes. I just want to shut the doors on this. No away goal for Porto. Huge advantage, and we take it 1-0. That's what we like to see. Perfect. The perfect beginning to a two-legged tie against FC Porto. Lovely stuff. Right then, that is what we can take into the second leg. And the most important thing, viewers, still got a little pot of magic. Little Danny Pitt. What pot of magic? What do you want for Christmas, Ben? I want a new pot of magic from Danny Graham, please. It's saying we should rest SMS, but we don't have a game for a week, so we're definitely not going to do that. They can just do as they please. I'm going to include some team bonding in the training, actually. There's a few spots here we can just do. Let's not do endurance. Let's do bonding. We'll do some team bonding, throw that in there, and then tomorrow night, they're going to do some community outreach. There we go. Just helping out, just helping the community. Again, we're a family club. That's what we're all about. All right, second leg in a week's time. I'm sure something dramatic will happen in the middle, viewers. So when it does, I'll let you know. It better not, though. I can really do without it. The other Champions League games, though, must be said, they're happening in between. I don't really know who we'd want to go through. I guess we want the weaker sides in the semi-finals, right? And Tottenham, well, I say weaker sides. Tottenham have just beaten Zebra 3-0. Barcelona beat Manchester City. Are both of those upsets? I don't know. Barcelona City's very close, isn't it? But Tottenham beating Zebra, that's pretty big. Obviously, we know a lot more about Zebra, but me personally, I know quite a lot about the Tottenham side as well. So if we were to face them in the next round, in fact, I do know who we face in the next round. It might be them. We got Porto. I'm not sure I mentioned who we got in the semi-final, and now I can't remember. It does say, though, so semi-finals, we will play... that's not made... Okay, yeah, so we play the winner of Tottenham Zebra. Okay, then, well... That's pretty big for us. Tottenham with a 3-0 lead as well. If you'd have said to me you'd get Tottenham in the semi-finals, I probably would have taken it. Oh, viewers, this is getting scary close. Like, what I'm starting to worry that we might get a bit too close in our first year. Because winning it, the pressure, the pressure of not having to win it again is so big if I can wipe it out in year one with Inter Milan. I feel like it's not... Oh, we've got to get past Porto, Ben. Just do this. Focus on the job in hand. You can't say that the other way around, can you? It's very rude. I'll let you work it out. You can't say hand. Yeah, you can't do it that way around. It's interesting. All the other sides in Serie A are playing, which means we have a game in hand on a couple of the sides above us and the sides below us now. But there's a bit of a gap emerging, and that's perfect, really. The top four finish is looking pretty good. And at the start of the season, that's what I wanted. I wanted to be in the Italian Cup final. That was something I really wanted. I'm so pleased we're there. Challenge in some way in the Champions League, or get knocked down to the Europa League early and battle for that one. Because you've got to remember, right, as much as this is such an interesting part of the challenge for me. As much as we're trying to win the Champions League, we do have to try and win the Europa League. Lots of question marks if I'm going to try and win the third European competition. I don't do third-rate competitions. Have you seen the cups I'm not interested in? Carabao, no thank you. But the fact I'll have to drop down to a team in the Europa League or try and qualify for the Euro. See how bizarre this series could get. I have to somehow try and win the Europa League at some point and lesser myself in terms of club, probably reputation, to try and capture all of the trophies. Oh man, there are so many ways this series can go, and I love it. All right, the other Champions League games are happening on the Tuesday night. Tottenham win it then, so we would play Tottenham if we're to make it through. The job is not done yet, though, as Barcelona also beat Manchester City, so they go through. They will play the winner of Chelsea and Liverpool. Messi on the score sheet. City there, they're going to be disappointed. Pep Guardiola fails again against his old boys as well. Unreal. I already know, team-wise, I'm going to remain unchanged. I've got no need to change anything here, really. As we go towards the team selection screen, then this is what we're going with. Handanovic, Skriniar, the Fridge, Godin, Lazaro, Asamoah, SMS in the centre with Barella, Foden, Martinez, Lukaku. It's a strong lineup. I guess the only thing we need to change here is Baragi's got a little bit of an injury, so he's going to step out. DeMarco is going to replace him. And it's go time. It comes down to this. We could be in the Champions League semi-final, viewers. What a first season of this save. Oh, I'm loving it. I genuinely hope you're all enjoying this as much as I am. I'm having an absolute ball with it. Every time I know I've got to play FM every day at the moment, right? And for some people, that would get quite strenuous. For me last year, right, I struggled, especially in December. This year, I feel alive, viewers. I know I keep going on about it, but it feels so good as Porto with an early chance here. Not ideal. Can we clear that? Oh my God, they've got a decent side out again. They've got a decent team. I didn't even talk about them, but Octavio's back in the lineup and he's on the ball there. Ooh, no, thank you. We're positive to begin with. We're going to be balanced, sort of to get to half-time. Away goal. We just need an away goal. They've had to make a change as well at the back. Already picked up an injury, but they are forward with it. Of course, we were in the yellow and grey ensemble. Ball played in. Abubakar goes close. He's deadly, I know. Oh, viewers, I'm already worried. They've got a booking as well. I just think if they score, this could get really quite scary quite quickly. Ball played in. Foden picks it up. A counter-attack would be perfect here. This is kind of the way we're going to have to play, I feel. As Phil Foden races forward. Lukaku is inside. We go outside to Asamoah, though. Back in to SMS. Is there a goal for us? I just feel like one goal for us in this. Oh, Phil Foden. What is this? The magic of Phil Foden. There's a Phil Foden jar. Sorry, I didn't talk about that. Smaller, because he's a little bit smaller in stature. There is magic in that as well. Not as much magic. You get more of it as you get older. So hence Steady Graham's got loads of it. Handanovic lost his. That's part of the reason he's ball played forward up towards Martinez. Doesn't quite get there. Foden, though, he's having a big influence now on this team. I love it. I love to see him involved more and more as SMS picks it up. Beautiful ball to Asamoah. If the ball in could be dangerous, it can't be. It's to the edge of the box and cleared away. And a great through ball. And Marega, he's got the pace. He's going towards it. We've got to try and usher him out a little bit more. Godin goes to close down. Chancel and Mbemba brings it forward. Octavio falls at the back post. He's off. He's got to be off. Flipping heck. That is a... Get out of jail free card. I don't know. Too many Monopoly references recently. I don't know what that's all about. You can see here the lines are just about going to give it away. He's a couple of yards, well, maybe a yard off as he puts it in. But we've got away with one, really. At what point do we go Italian? You can't do it now. It's too early. It's way too early. We're having a very average performance so far, and so are they. It's a very even game as things stand, but we hold that advantage. Liverpool, by the way, demolishing Chelsea at Anfield. It looks like they will face Barcelona, and that, of course, if we get through, is who we'll face in the final. Well done, lads. We're still leading aggregate. Make sure that's the case come full time. Oh, that has gone terrifically well. Say no more. Oh, please, come on. Please. I would love to go through. I feel like I'm in a very similar situation as I was to last episode. I feel like these episodes have been quite funny. I've enjoyed them. I've been making jokes left, right, and centre. And every time we're getting closer to trophies, I'm realising that, yes, that is the reason we're doing this. And we're getting a little bit closer every single time. And now I'm nervous. Barella loses out. The Fridge is there, though. Lovely bit of pick up from him, you've got to say. SMS back on it. I'm reiterating what I said in the first half. A goal for us, and it almost seals our ticket to the final, I feel like. They'd have to score 3 goals to win then, and we can shut up shop. We can go Italian if they even get one. If we can panic big time. Barella. Oh, my word, Barella. That was fantastic. Couldn't quite get the finish off, though. Do I go attacking? I mean, it would be a massive gamble. Lukaku is having one of those games. You know what's happening. Danny's coming on. We need a big man for the big occasion, and Danny Graham is entering the pitch. Everyone else is playing just quite basic. Skriniar at the back on a 6.2 isn't playing great. I'm not going to change it though. As a highlight, falls our way. Barella, he's been the danger man so far, you've got to say. He's on the ball again, finds Lazaro, who goes for goal. Lashed across to the far post. Didn't quite go in though. 20 minutes left. I'm going to go more positive. This is on a knife edge here because the goal's massive. It goes to the back post. Oh my goodness me, they've hit the post. Handanovic was beaten. All ends up. They've gone very, very, very close. That looks like it's been overhit and it runs out. 15 minutes to go. I'm not going Italian yet. We're waiting for it. I'm going to encourage these boys. I'm going to tell them, come on, we've got this. They're frustrated by the feedback. They've got a corner. The fridge referee. Oh, he stopped play. Apparently it was a handball. Just one of them. No, come on. I'm starting to dream of big things here. The fridge apparently has handled it. I'd be surprised if they decide it's not a penalty. I suspect it probably will be. He's back out and they've decided it is a penalty. Handanovic then, my friend, it falls to you. Can you make the biggest save of the season so far, of my FM20 journey so far? He can! Handanovic away to his left-hand side. Oh, viewers! It's gone back in. Marega is trying to do something with it. Barella brings it away. And oh my goodness me. I can't quite believe it. They've got another corner though, whipped in. Oh, we're headed down. Handanovic is cleared away. Oh, we're already going Italian. We're doing it now, viewers. Shut the doors, everyone. Shut the doors. These boys are coming back here. We've done it before. I need to set this up as an emergency going Italian tactic. And we need a third tactic, and this is going to be it. Ball winner on defensive duty. Ball winner on defensive duty. Ball winner on defensive duty. Shut the doors. Brozovic is going to come on as well for Milinkovic-Savic. He's on a booking. We'll get him off. And then those front two, very defensive, viewers. Here we go. Okay, shut the doors. We're going through as things stand. Every time we've done this, it has worked every single time. And the time just ticks away. Oh, God. Defend it with our lives here, viewers. They're forward. It's deflected. Oh, dear. It's not over yet, I feel like. We're set defensively. We're a hard wall, a hard nut to crack, and we just about stop it. We've got to clear it now, though. The fridge. Beautiful to Asamoah. A goal now. We've lost it. Why would you lose it there? They're racing on goal. Oh, my... I'm having a nervous breakdown, viewers. The time, though. Look at the time. The time's gone. Referee. Oh, it's up. Surely, is it finished? It's over. And we make it through. Handanovic, the hero. Let's see how he's doing. He can't believe it. He cannot believe it. Dressing room chat. Everyone passionately say a nice victory. Well done. Very calm approach from me. I'm not calm at all. But we make it through. What a 0-0. What a 0-0. And the money that's coming in. Goodness me. We play then Tottenham Hotspur in the Spurs. It's series versus series here. In the first year of Glory Hunter. What a first year this has been. Oh, my word. Okay, good. Lovely stuff. All right, let's face it. The league is not so important. So our next game, admittedly it's a game against Milan. The way the league's going at the moment, though, that we can't win it. I don't think we're 15 points off the top. But there's a little gap emerging. So what we'll do next time, I think we go to the Champions League games, gang. I don't know what you think about this, but I think we go to the Champions League games against Tottenham, and that is the next episode. Yeah, I think that's what you go for. If that sounds like a good idea to you and you've enjoyed today's video, do drop a like on it. If you want to see some more, make sure you're subscribed. You're going to want to be at this point. 2 massive episodes coming up. Champions League semi-finals, Italian Cups, and the drama isn't over yet. And Parma might feature at some point. If you enjoyed today's video, do all the things mentioned, and I'll see you again soon. I'm frazzled and I'm excited, and I hope you are too. We love with care. If you're meant to next time, I am beaming, viewers. Come on!